Hey everybody, Alan Hain here at RoundCrownPoint.com, and recently I was privileged enough to go back into the kitchen at Smashmouth Burgers and Pizza located in Cherville, and oh my gosh, I am totally fired up and impressed. I'm actually having cheeseburger pizza right now. Have you ever heard of that, cheeseburger pizza? If you haven't, check this out. Smashmouth, it's a place that's close to home and affordable, yet the tastes are out of this world. It's a restaurant that burger and pizza lovers can call their own. Co-founder and chef Joe Arvin, a football player turned coach, called his first restaurant Smashmouth, a nod to a bold and aggressive style of football. It is that same boldness that Chef Joe brings to the kitchen, crafting winning recipes for the Smashmouth kitchen. One of the great things about Smashmouth is you can get some really traditional dishes that are made not so traditionally. One of my favorites that I got to try when I had my visit with Chef Joe was the cheeseburger pizza. It started out with a lightly baked crust, and then he added actually mayonnaise to the crust. Yeah, not red sauce, but mayonnaise. Next he started with a little mozzarella cheese, which, oh my gosh, who doesn't love mozzarella? Mozzarella! Little shredded pickle. Now again, not pickle spears, not pickle slices, but shredded pickle. I can just see Jimmy Buffett just watering his mouth, his cheeseburger pizza in paradise. And then ground brisket, not ground beef. I've been very carefully pointed out, it's not ground beef, it's ground brisket. And then a little cheddar, pop her into the oven. About 10 minutes later, out comes this beautiful cheeseburger pizza. He cuts it. And yes, not in squares, folks. Cuts it in triangles. So much easier to eat. Little lettuce, little tomato, ketchup, and mustard. And here we go. Oh, look at that. There it is. Dripping beautiful.
Cheeseburger pie.
Definitely. You ready? It does. It tastes like a cheeseburger.
Now what's that say?
I mean,
did I explain it right?
Thank you. It's hot. I mean, that is like, you know what it is? I'm a mayonnaise guy.
Yeah.
So I'm not missing the red sauce because I get the tang of the mayonnaise. And that's just.
Yeah. That's awesome. Telling you.
The beef brisket is definitely.
Just a different taste, man.
Shredded pickles coming through. What it is because it's a pizza, the flavors are all, Joe calls it a flavor profile. You know, but it's not, it's all together. It's all blended, I guess you'd say.
Oh, absolutely.
And it's even into the crust. And you're not going to get that when you get that in a cheeseburger, but this is really different. It's everything good about a cheeseburger in one single bite. There you go. You know what I mean?
There you go. Puts it all together, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
One of my good friends back in.
And the bread's not in the way.
The bread's absolutely not.
Let's be honest, the bread's not in the way.
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons for the thin crust. Mm-hmm. We wanted every flavor to be apparent. We didn't want you just eating bread. We wanted to eat a pizza with all the fresh toppings.
That's what it is. It's everything good about a cheeseburger with no bread getting in the way. Not that I don't like bread, I mean, but
it's phenomenal. It's got flavor. I was going to say, one of my best friends at one time in my life where I was living in Virginia Beach, I fed him dinner, and I fed him one of these cheeseburger pies. And he looked up and he said, Joe, there's a party going on in my mouth.
I get that.
Dude, it was the best statement I could have ever heard of being a chef.
Sounds like an old 70s rock song, but yeah, I get it.
He said, there's a party going on in my mouth. So I was like, man, I mean, that does it for me.
It's right on.
Next, I tried the Monster Burger. That's right, the Monster Burger. Oh, it's beautiful with big time beef and bacon, baby.
Not while my wife's out there, I couldn't anyway, but.
I won't tell.
Alright. Look at that. Huh? Oh, goodness! Bacon! Alright, here we go. Ready?
Ah! That's a bite. You got it.
I'm totally getting the
I mean, the beef you can tell is fresh. That's no joke. I really want to wipe my mouth, but I almost don't. Like it's sacrilege to wipe your mouth here.
At this point, yeah,
You know?
look at your hands. That's awesome.
No doubt, Chef Joe, it's awesome until you try the pulled pork, North Carolina style, baby.
All right, so let's. I mean, something like this, I just need to jump. I just gotta attack it.
You gotta tag it. You gotta go in.
Because I'm gonna feel this. This is gonna get all down in my watch. But I mean, that's what I want.
You gotta experience it for real, man.
I gotta
you
get
understand.
I gotta get right into that. Look at that.
It's a half a
Goodness.
pound pulled pork. We slow smoked that for 16 hours over applewood.
Oh man. That is like pork heaven. I mean,
Yeah, I don't think people actually get it until they eat it here, because people order it,
but they don't have
once they
barbecue.
yeah, I was
There's
gonna
no.
say, until they've tasted. It's like, wow. I see the people's faces at the tables, and they're like, unreal. They just
I mean,
can't believe it.
I almost want the bread out of the way. I really.
You can just grab a fork and go at it.
Yeah.
And the pork in there is just. We actually, if you look, we put a little bit of the bark on for flavor. All the bark on the outside.
I love that.
Very southern way of doing it, but to me, the bark's one of the best parts to it.
What is that called
Adds flavor.
in the South, where they're actually pulling the meat off the picking?
Picking the meat.
Yeah, that's what this.
Picking and pulling.
Yeah, picking and pulling. That's
Picking
what
and
this.
pulling.
I'm from the South, so
We will pick and pull our meat.
I'm getting I definitely get the North Carolina, but I'm getting a little of that Memphis rub. I don't know if you do that on purpose, but it has a little Memphis rub
Memphis
flavor.
style, Yeah, Lexington, Kentucky. I don't know. I mean, we're about 2
Yeah.
hours outside of Tennessee.
I'll tell you this:
Yeah.
there's no Southern style barbecue like this anywhere else around here that I know of. Definitely, if you like porkalicious like I do, that's a must try. By the way, I want to give a shout out to the staff over there at Smashmouth. I've been in there several times. Just so you guys know, I've gone into Smashmouth before and after this video review, and the staff is impeccable. You guys are great. You really know how to take care of customers. You know your product. Just friendly staff. They get you through. I mean, seriously, total shout out to the staff. Chef Joe, you've done a great job with hiring some really good people, and that totally makes the business even that much better. Not that it's just local Northwest Indiana business, but that you have a great staff that does a great job. So total shout out to the staff over there at Smashmouth. I'll see you guys a whole bunch. I'm Alan Haim with AroundCrownPoint.com. We'll see you later.